My name is Jennie Hirsh, and I'm an expert for context learning. Although I teach modern and contemporary art from a global perspective, much of my scholarship has focused on the art, architecture, design, and exhibition history connected to 20th and 21st century Italy. Through my seminars and courses for context, I'm excited to share with you knowledge about not only the history of the objects and sites that I cover, but also the ways in which artworks have been acquired by public and private collections, like that of Peggy Guggenheim, and also how they've been shown in museums as well as temporary exhibitions like the Venice Biennale, which was set up in 1895. I live in Philadelphia, although whenever possible, I conduct research and teach abroad, especially in Venice. Although I began my academic journey with a BA in Classical Studies at the University of Pennsylvania, I went on to earn an MA in Italian from Middlebury College, as well as another MA in Italian Renaissance art, and eventually a PhD in modern contemporary art from Bryn Mawr College. In graduate school, my master's thesis looked at Mannerist painter Parmigianino's cycle of frescoes at the Rocca San Vitale in Fontinallato. These works illustrate the classical myth of Diana and Actaeon, which you might know from Ovid's Metamorphoses. A few years later, I completed my doctoral thesis on modern artist Giorgio de Chirico's self-representation. He not only executed literally dozens of painted self-portraits throughout his nearly 7-decade career, but he also wrote a rich autobiography as well as 2 novels that make reference to himself as an artist. Murano glass attracts viewers for many reasons. The amazing colors derived from the presence of particular minerals and chemical processes, the incredible shapes and textures created by the glass makers, and the long history of highly skilled practitioners who work collaboratively in teams are just a few of the aspects of this medium that continues to draw people to visit the furnaces and showrooms of Murano, as well as the beautiful shops scattered throughout Venice itself. In my seminars on Murano glass, we talk about the history of glass and how, due to the risk of fire from the furnaces, Murano came to be a center of glass production. We also review the many techniques that were developed there, focusing on the various processes and chemical reactions that produce specific textures, finishes, colors, and other effects. Finally, we zero in on specific artists and what makes their works unique, as well as the top sites, museums, galleries, institutions, and commercial shops for encountering glass while visiting Venice and Murano. And if you're interested in purchasing items for yourselves, I can steer you in the right direction to find authentic and affordable pieces for your own collection. Looking back, it was studying abroad in Rome in the spring of 1992 that launched my passion for learning about material culture in Italy from all different periods. The archaeological ruins that formed the core of that curriculum, focused on the ancient world, deepened my understanding of ancient history as well as art. At the same time, spending those 6 months in Italy also gave me the chance to see firsthand the persistence of the classical tradition in modern and contemporary Italian art, architecture, design, and even everyday life. I've been incredibly fortunate to live in Italy for several summers, as well as for a year-long stint as the recipient of different research grants, including a Fulbright. Making interdisciplinary connections between words and images, as well as helping people discover lesser-known individuals and how they have influenced the history of visual culture, remains central to all of the seminars that I offer. I've been very fortunate to visit as well as live in various cities in Italy, including not only Venice, but also Rome and Florence. And I hope to see you soon for a virtual visit and discussion through one of my many context seminars or conversations.